What's up, everybody? This is LostStreams2580 coming at you with another Twitch stream tonight. Figured I'll take and rock out a little bit on Twitch. I try to do it at least once a week. Unfortunately, it's all random times of whether or not I'll be on there, so make sure that you follow me if you want to take and get in on the action, or be part of the stream. Either way, you know the deal. You can follow on here, you can take and like, comment, or subscribe on YouTube, because obviously it's going to be posted after the fact. So if you're watching this, you know where to find me most of the time. Obviously you can see them on YouTube and you can see them both on Twitch. Now, lately I have been rocking out with this Valkyr, just because of the fact that I haven't done it in a while and I kind of missed it. And there's Ordis on time, just like every other stream and video. But anyway, you know, just trying to get this in and have some fun with it. Earlier today I took and started the Jordis precept. Still farming parts. I just really didn't feel the need to actually get into it as much as I should have when it came out and everything. So, you know, I'm just getting into it. But hey, you know, we'll find out what's going on here. Give me a second, I have to refresh the Twitch page here. And that is that. Just because for some odd reason you have to refresh Twitch to get it back to see what the level is. Now tonight I will be running the Immortal Eternal build. If you don't follow me, I have this build posted up in depth on why I do what I do. So you can find that on YouTube, Eternal Immortal Build Valkyr, under my page. Let's Talk Builds, also on the playlist as well too, with other builds that are listed. So we got Rage, Constitution, Eternal War, Vitality, Steel Fiber, Flow, Narrow-Minded, and Continuity, with Steel Charge topping it all off. Now, as I said before, I have not taken and gotten into this slot too much. I have them, it's just that I just don't feel like taking and putting a format into it, when eventually there will be a Prime version coming out. So, depending on what I feel like grinding as of right now, let's see, I got 18 there. I need to get up to 25 for that, and then I can start bringing the rest over to here, and then I'll bounce back to Red Veil to bring that up for sales. Other than that, I mean, I really don't have a huge hell of a lot that I'm going to be grinding out for. I mean, I definitely need my keys and my cores, and that's going to be the biggest issue that I'm going to be needing to get into here. So for that, most likely I'm going to be T3 and T4 key farming right here on Saturn, because it's going to give me T5 key cores. Yeah, T5, level 5 cores, and you know, chance for them, and it will give me the keys that I need without costing me anything really like it would be for going into the Void, which will cost me the keys and stuff. Now I do need to get into Eris here. I will be making a video on the easiest ways to get the juggernauts and stuff like that. I found out that if you take and rock out on the captures, you will have pretty much a 99% chance of getting the juggernaut to visit you. And as they said on in the wiki, you obviously know that you can't always rely on everything that's in wiki. So let's just put this out there for you. Wiki is wrong. You can complete the mission. You just can't step into the actual, you know, extraction. Obviously that'll end the game. But once you complete the mission, you just wait around until he pops out. It's a lot like Vor and the Stalker and stuff like that. If they're going to attack you, they're going to come in at, what is it, within 12 minutes or so of the match. So if they're not in by like 8 minutes, I usually leave. So that's just the way I look at it. Now these are going to be simple, nothing major, just 15 minutes in and out, and I'm going to take and, you know, get these keys. That's basically all I'm going to be doing here. Not a whole hell of a lot that's major, but as I said before, if you want to take and get in on this, just send me a message on PC and or a friend request, because if you send me a friend request, most likely you'll be able to just jump in anytime you want to, and then you don't have to worry about any of that.
Make your presence known.
I don't even know why I'm searching right there. There's no need for me to search. she produces her own energy.
Life support has been cut off.
Well, it's not that way.
Choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
Now, as I said before,
Life support capsule to the area.
I still have an issue with my actual mouse. My right-click button has taken some my left click has taken some damage. So therefore, when I shoot things, sometimes you're going to see me actually shoot off some rounds that don't need to be shot. And that is because of the click. Just like that one right there. And that one. He fires off an extra round. You know how it works.
Ready for a capsule.
Strike. Oh, that one went right through him. Did you see that shit?
Another life support capsule is now available.
Guess that would be a good reason why he didn't take damage, huh? But yeah, anyway, so 15 minutes will get me a T2 or a T3 key in here. And we'll also take the chance of getting me cores every rotation A, B as well too. So I still like to run in here. A lot of people I know, they say that the Grineer are the harder people to face, but I don't see it because of their armor and stuff like that. Now, obviously, you can tell I'm using an impact weapon here, so for me to take and be owning people like this with an impact weapon in here, it's not that bad. Of course, then again, it is a syndicate impact weapon, so it is going to have its own little bonuses. And when you get that much impact damage anyway, it doesn't really matter what you hit. I just love it, personally myself. It is my joy. It is the bow of all bows. I used to be big on the stalker shit, and now I am definitely not. I had a small feeling that someone was going to come running out that door. Oh. Getting overexcited. It's all that caffeine. You know, get that Mountain Dew in you, you get all antsy in your pantsy, you know what I mean? Oh, hello. Now, apparently, they said that you can find the parts for your ship in reinforced containers. Not quite sure. Haven't actually found it. Haven't actually found any yet. Oh, that's bullshit. This thing has punch through on it, so apparently that's gonna cause some issues. Hey girls, how you doing? Someone needs to spank their dog.
I've delivered Another life support capsule.
Another reason why I come here a lot is I'm constantly running out of, what are they? Nanos. Always running out of nanos, especially since I like to run, what's her name? Nova. I run Nova a lot, and she is an energy hog. So I'm constantly using those energy restorers. So it does get costly with that stuff.
That should keep you going for a while.
Pay no attention to the blood marks. I know I'm not. That's why I love Valkyr. She is the best, well, one of the best tanks in the game. I mean, depends on how you look at the word tank, because Trinity is a beast as well, too. But it's all because of her abilities that makes her a major tank.
Additional life support has arrived.
Alright, 6 minutes down. Now, another thing interesting that I found out the other day, since I actually started getting back into this and grinding out, pump that shit up, is that hold on a second here, let me think of what I was going to say. I lost it. On here, you'll notice that now it appears that the Manic comes out a lot more frequently now. Before, he never really touched this level, and he is just all over this level after 15. So I found it's a good place to farm for him as well.
Get ready for a capsule.
Of course, I've only noticed him ever coming out once, so that one went right through you.
Another life support capsule is now available.
I feel like damn Robin Hood with this fucking thing. Epic. Bring out the twins, go ahead. Another thing I've really noticed a lot lately too is that when you get into the void with these weapons here, their maneuvers are really erratic compared to like Grenier, which just kind of plod at you. It's crazy how these little things. Alright. 6 minutes. Thought I heard one of them. Always like to farm him too because of the actual getting rage. There's always people that need rage, especially when they start out because of the amount of it. Buddy should soon start coming out here shortly. I always affectionately call him Giggles because of the fact that that's all he does is giggle. Now with this build, I'm also running the Speed Katag, which can be quite different than the Jet Katag, because the Speed Katag is going to be all about DPS as much as possible compared to that one-hit kill. Because later on, when it starts getting rough, that one-hit kill's not always going to work. Of course, I'm not going to be in here long enough for it to start really getting rough. But with that extra speed, it makes her claws absolutely devastating. Not to the point where most people will go. A lot of people will buff out the damage output as much as possible with power strength and stuff, but I do not. So I just rely on the base damage being ridiculous and the crit as well too. So it's more of a crit build. Oh, I hate this room. Let's see if we can find a better one that's adjacent. Apparently not. Strike! Yes, this is a much better adjacent room. All right.
10-0. Prepare for
2.5. Ah, fuck it.
Another life support capsule.
Don't run. And I do also like how they took and actually put the little counter up there now. The damage counter, so that you know how much you're going to take when you come out of Hysteria. That is, if you take and make sure that your halo's down, you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But in most cases, that's going to take you a multiple card, a spare card for weakening down her power range, because if you're like me, you don't actually want to have that small of power range, so you don't worry about it. Did he just jump off the planet? That's what it looked like to me.
Life support has been replenished.
Alright. Let's get the hell out of here. We'll end up killing Giggles on the way out.
The longer you fight,
Yes, a survival. There's Giggles. Giggles is dead, as is his dream. Poor Giggles.
Another job well executed.
All right. I guess I'll just make one more. Seeing as how I've been doing a lot of infested stuff that I don't have a lot of time to get energy on before the Juggernaut comes out. Which it's not a good thing. If the Juggernaut comes out and you're not prepared and you don't have enough energy. He makes nice, quick work of you. If you act like an idiot, which I did the first time I went up against him, I just tanked him in the front instead of going for that little fucking spot on him. And I wondered why I was landing. Now, the Jekatog was definitely doing some damage on him. Directly in the face. It didn't matter where I hit him. But it ended up not being good when he launched his little missiles at me.
Keep the enemy busy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for supplies. Ready? Trigger the alarm.
And here we go again.
Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support. The first life support capsule has arrived. Activate it when your supply is low.
Oh, really? You're not going to grab onto that ledge? You ornery bitch. Not going to grab onto that one either? Alright, let's take the steps.
Life support on the way. Additional life support has arrived.
Another good thing about running these types of missions all the time is you constantly are in the good when it comes to actually getting mods. And a lot of people I've ran into have a problem as newer players starting out with oh shit, with actual mods. not just mods, but, well, yeah, I guess redundantly modding mods. I guess that's the way to say it. Modding mods and taking and, oh, that's right, I can't pull that up. Modding mods, and collecting money. Getting that money is a big difficulty for them. Well, you can fix that easily by taking and actually running survivals. 1, you'll really take and buff up. 2, you end up being able to sell all those extras that you don't use. Oh, really? I thought I killed one of those, but apparently it wasn't that one. That was the first time in a while. I was like, what the fuck is that noise? This. Now all the newer players that may be watching, just take and remember that if you hit that before 70%, you're wasting air support. Stop doing it. That is one of the biggest mistakes that happens that I see from newer players. They get into these survivals and then they just start ripping on those things because it prompts you to hit them. And they have no clue why they're hitting them, they just want to hit them. And let me help you and save you a second right there. That's why you don't hit them until 70, because you get 30%, and then you get, I think it's now you get 4% per personal. Not quite sure. Oh, so we're gonna fight in a tube, are we? I don't know why they changed it, but they frequently change a lot of the stuff in survivals. I guess they feel that it's imbalanced, and they make it way too overly balanced, and then they make it way too underly balanced again. I think they're trying to help people that want to take and run solo. But I really don't think it's in need of change because of the fact that if you get good enough at it, you can run solo in pretty much any survival. You know what? I have punch through on this shit, and it's not going through. So there is definitely a glitch for you with this weapon. Now, anyway. I run these mid-level survivals just because of the fact that they don't give you T4 keys in the higher, you know, it works out so that, you know, mid-level ones will give you T2s and T3s, whereas low levels will give you T1s. And seeing as how I'm not going to get T4 keys unless I run and grind out the excavations, I really don't go with anything that doesn't, you know, it's enough to be challenging, but it's not too much that it's straight annoying.
Life support incoming.
I guess I'll go activate one. Strike!
Life support activated.
Didn't hit the reload button fast enough on that one. Send that one flying.
Now available.
See, there you go. That one worked. It's just stupid how it doesn't work half the time, I guess. Did he just ramp off that bitch?
Life support on the way.
I don't know. Whee! The most useless ability in the game. Zip line. Well, I wouldn't say it's the most useless, but it is pretty fucking useless, in my opinion. Let's go rip some people up.
Additional life support has arrived.
Just pinch her in the ankle, right? Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. I guess I'm gonna run a couple more after this probably, just to take and run them. Maybe, but I am gonna have to get a hold of the Steam account after I get on here because someone's been messaging the shit out of me. And yes, I say messaging the shit out of me after 2 messages. Yes, that does happen. Let's go on to the next life support. I don't know why I like this room so much.
Get ready for a capsule. Life support has arrived.
guys are telling me I'm on fire. There we go. All we got left is to fight Giggles. Which should be popping up any minute now. There he is. Like clockwork. What? And Giggles is down. Like clockwork, 15 minutes and he is on you.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Ted.
Well, I wouldn't call him on me, but yeah, he's there. Exterminate. Alright, excuse me one second while I take and shift over here to take a look at what someone else wants. Alright, sorry about that, I'm back. But anyway, so these are easy places that most people can farm. Like I said, you're going to end up needing a lot of those nanos for things like that right there. Because they do need 3,000, so you know, you do need quite a substantial amount of them to keep yourself happy. So all of them need it for when you get to the times 10s. You know, so nanospores definitely do come in handy. Another thing is, like I said before, you can always get those ×5 cores as well too, which come in handy. Not the best for money though, as for, you know, doing the missions, but you know, when you're farming the keys, go with what you like. You know, go with what you're having fun with. Go where you feel it's interesting and best for your gameplay. I mean, if I could be running the Void all the time, I would. I mean, I have enough keys to do it, but you know, unless you're going to be grinding out stuff, like I have some weapons I need to grind out. Well, technically I don't need to, but I have some weapons that you know, I should be grinding out. But the real fact of the matter is there's certain weapons that you just aren't going to want to. Unless, of course, you want to take and grab, you know, the highest mastery rank that you can get, so on and so forth, which I am not one of those people. I could care less what your mastery rank is. You will not find me in recruitment asking for only, you know, Nova Prime versus Nova, you know what I mean? Because I know the difference, and there's really not a huge difference. If someone can play the game, someone can play the game. So if you don't give everyone a chance to play with you, then you, sir, don't know how to play the game, apparently. Because either that or you're just a raging nerd that's living in your mom's basement or something like that that just has to feel good about this game. Let's face it, this game's rather easy. I mean, there's not a lot to it. When one of the first starter frames gives you pretty much all the power in the world and is unstoppable, it's a pretty fucking easy game, you know what I mean? So, but on that note, I think I actually am going to get off here. I'm going to go hook up with some of my friends on Steam, see what's going on over there, because apparently they're not into playing this game. So, hopefully next time, you know, you guys will send me some quests and stuff to take and jump into the game. Feel free, I'm not hard to get along with, and I spend most of my time teaching newer players how to get into the grind to get the most out of their game so that they can lose interest in this game as much as all the old vets do as well too, including myself. So until that next time, I will catch you all.